What I'm going to talk about now is in a book that has yet to be printed. This book was written in conjunction with my mentor, Dr. Heidi Hayes Jacobs. And what we did was we took a look at what's going on with the contemporary learner. And we were floored. We were floored by how much brain research hasn't yet been fully adopted. We were floored by how the industrial model is still driving some of our choices. And we were floored by how powerless we felt as caring teachers doing our best. So what I wanted to share with you was something that we went through to help us with that, because it's not the way you want to feel when you're trying to be innovative. That's not how you want to feel when you're trying to do good work. So what we did was we took the job descriptions, and we took one job description from, I think it was from 1750. And in this job description it said teachers have to make sure they chop enough wood and have it ready for every class period. There were wonderful things in there that reminded us of the time that those teachers were working in, the agricultural. It did talk about fairness. It also said that female teachers could not be out unescorted. Again, it was the time. So then we looked at a job description from 1850. And it talked about excellence. We looked at a job description from 1960. Actually, we took one from after Sputnik, so we had to go to 1972. And wow, we were in the industrial era. It was a completely different expectation. We were into sorting kids and having that sorting mean something. Then we looked at a job description from 2010. And what happened was what inspired the picture you see in this image. They were juggling. And they were juggling so much, it didn't look like something that one person could juggle. It looked like it needed two. Because the job description tried to be all things at all times to all students. Which is why when we talk about a job, which is something that you do to get money, to pursue your own interests. Then you talk about work. Work is something that you do in the pursuit of someone else's interests, your boss. You talk about a career, which is something that you do consecutively through other people's interests in pursuit of your own interests on topic. Then you talk about a vocation, which is something that you do because you have a calling to do it. It is the closest to a selfless act as we can get. But I'm not here to stand in front of teachers and say, just do it because it's really hard and the kids need us. But what I will say is that I understand when I look at that job description and I look at how it evolved over time, how one might look at it and be intimidated and a little bit confused about how we're supposed to do it all. So what Heidi Hayes Jacobs and I did was we wrote a new job description. We wrote a job description for the information age. And we wrote a version of it for teachers. And then we wrote a job description as if it were written from a student. And that's what led us through this book. Because it allowed us to shed some of the things that we were holding on to because we thought that was the definition of a teacher. So I'd like to share with you a couple of the items. Is that fair? Then we're going to call it a day. Here we go. The list you see before you now, these 10 items, are the capacities of a contemporary teacher. If I am a teacher today, these 10 things are the things that I am called to be. These are the things that I need to have the content, and I need to have the skills, and I I need to have the time